Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at Why Are My Dreams So Loud? This is an IPA by Gusto Brewing Company, coming in at 6.9% ABV. Check it out. Hi, it's Rich. Welcome to the End of the Day Beer Review, and today we are looking at Why Are My Dreams So Loud? This is an IPA by Gusto Brewing Company out of North Cape May, New Jersey. I love Gusto. There's been, no two ways about it. I have not tried this particular beer yet, so I'm sort of excited to get to it. It's about a month and a half old, I think, this beer. 2 months maybe at this point. Yeah, about 2 months. I got a bunch of beer all at once. I didn't get to drink all of it. And it's funny, the other day I had friends over, and you'll be seeing that review soon. It's an Old Fitzgerald Bourbon County and the Old Fitzgerald actually bourbon. But anyway, I had some friends over and I broke these out and they loved them. Actually were complimentary on how great this IPA was. And I told them to save me the last one so I could review it, because I do like to review Gusto stuff. So let's give it a pour. And I am using my Gusto glass with the walrus on it. I think that's Gus the Walrus, but I might be wrong on that mythology. It pours a nice light yellow. I like that a lot. I'm not getting that dreaded grapefruit smell that I get from a lot of IPAs. Turn it sideways. Now I poured that a little heavy. Wow. Ooh, this has a wonderful smell. This is like all pineapple. Like I'm getting pineapple juice. I'm getting sort of like a mandarin orange to it. This is very, very fruity. And then right on the back end of the nose, I'm getting this like almost like a wheat beer type of aroma. Really interesting nose. It's funny. I did not want to try this the other night because I had had a couple of other beers and I wanted to be as fresh as possible to try this out because, like I said, my friends were raving about this one. All right, let's see what it tastes like. That's delicious. Now, there's something you do not get from me when I drink an IPA. Especially not just an IPA. Doubles and triples I've come to at least appreciate, if not like. This is like a nice medley of fruit juices put together. And on the back end, and it could just be me, I'm getting this little bit of wheatiness that seems to tie the whole piece together. This is beautifully crafted beer. I have to be honest. I normally sing the praises of Gusto, especially with their stouts. But I have to be honest, well, let's be honest, their stouts, their milds, fuck, their IPAs, their double IPAs. I have to say, like, this is one that I will now keep an eye out for when it drops, because it's one that I would pick up again. This is just excellent. And as far as like IPA drinkers go, this would be one now, and I found out, again, accidentally, because I had company over, a big fan favorite, especially, when you tell them about, where the brewery is and where I got it, and it's the two guys running it. It's got a good story, and it's got, what's even more important than the story, though, is like the beer consistently is very good. And how do I know that? Because here's a style I'm not particularly fond of, and this is something that I would happily keep in my fridge. And I don't mean like I would normally happily keep an IPA in my fridge for people who want IPAs and I would drink a stout. I mean, I could see pairing this with anything off the grill. I could see this with a pizza. This is a really easy drinking beer. And I have to say, at this is how you tell I like it. I'm still filling the glass. So at 6.9% ABV, it's not crushing the level of alcohol in this beer, but it's also not a slacker, at 6.9. Now, that being said, it's one you would have, one or two if you're not driving, or doing anything that would require motor skill. Like, I don't want to just limit it to driving. You probably shouldn't be on a bicycle, a unicycle, an electric skateboard, anything that could get you freaking hurt if you're wasted or, intoxicated. But I have to say, like, this is one of those beers that I will actually say is a little bit dangerous because it does not taste like there's any alcohol in this. So I would assume this would be like a 2 to 3% beer, maybe like a 4%. But the fact that it's almost 7 and there's no hint of that alcohol makes this one a little bit dangerous. Would I buy it again? In a heartbeat. Would I buy it again? It's not would I, will I buy it again? Yes. Yes. Will I drive the 3 hours to get it? Probably. Probably. So again, I'm getting pineapple. I'm getting this really nice orange zest. There's not any lemon or lime, which I don't miss at all. And there's not any grapefruit. There's none of that harsh bitterness or hoppiness at the back end. Like this is just a beautiful, juicy beer that honestly you could drink with anything and enjoy. You could even just drink this by itself, because in and of itself, it's just such a good beer. You know, you could put this away at the end of the day. You could have this with a meal. It really could be an everyday drinker if the brewery that made it was closer to my house. But as such, it's definitely one I will pick up when I get a chance and when I see it again. Now, I'm gonna have one more sip of this on camera, then I'm gonna go sit back. It's a beautiful night here on Long Island, and I'm going to go outside and enjoy it. Again, this is Why Are My Dreams So Loud? It's an IPA coming in at 6.9% ABV. And if you happen to be down in North Cape May, New Jersey, I would definitely check out Gusto Brewing Company, because not only is the beer great, but the ambiance of the place is great. They normally have food trucks outside. It's a beer place. Jersey has weird rules when it comes to food and beer. And you know, like the people in there are real nice. It's a nice, mellow place to hang out. I would definitely recommend it. And if you don't have time, I would definitely recommend picking up some of their beer at their shop as a drive-by. Definitely worthwhile. Anyway, folks, I'm going to sit back and enjoy the rest of this one, and I'll see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. Cheers.